Leganes were looking to build on 3 consecutive draws as they entertained Espanyol on Sunday afternoon at a sunny Butarque. The home side knew that they would move to within 1 point of safety with a victory. They certainly started on the front foot. Ronaldo Tapia moving down the left side for Dani Raba would take aim, send a shot just wide of Joan Garcia's left-hand upright from distance. The visitors had lost 11 games on the road prior to this encounter. So Leganes knew they may well be there for the taking. Jan Diomandi, the 18-year-old wearing the number 30 shirt, would sparkle in the first half. On this occasion, going past Joffrey Carreras and setting up Munir El Haddadi for an opportunity, but he could only guide that into the gloves of the Espanyol keeper. So an early opportunity, another early opportunity for Leganes. And then they would find the back of the net. Dani Raba curling a free kick in behind the Espanyol rear guard. And Jorge Sainz scoring. The VAR would review the free kick. And it would be seen the man wearing the captain's armband for Leganes for the game was indeed beyond the last Espanyol defender, and the goal was ruled out. Still Leganes pressed. Espanyol look to defend. On this occasion, Cisse taking aim, trying his luck from distance, having been set up by Ivan Neyu. Seydouba Cisse's effort, much like Dani Raba earlier in the encounter, flew wide of the mark. Espanyol, in a rare sortie forward, had a really good opportunity to take the lead themselves. Carlos Romero's cross to the far post, met by Edo Exposito, but he was a head wide of the mark from close range. And a free kick at the other end saw Diego Garcia try his luck, but he got far too much of the ball and sent it up and over the crossbar. Driven into the near side of the area, the number 19 made contact, but Leganes would take the lead as Espanyol were caught napping at the back. Eventually Seydouba Cisse would find the back of the net to make it 1-0, 32 minutes on the clock. Delight around Butarque as their side's pressure eventually told. Hugo Gonzalez dropping back from midfield, caught in possession by Dani Raba, who laid the ball back into the path of Cisse for a comfortable finish, and Los Pepineros were in front. So having got the lead, Leganes then went in search of another, and they would score 2 in quick succession. Jan Diomandi with a first ever La Liga goal. The Ivory Coast winger steering himself beyond Fernando Calero before beating Joan Garcia 5 minutes before the end of the opening 45 to make it 2-0. Diomandi capping a very encouraging first half performance. Espanyol did look to go in at the break. Only a goal behind. Edo Exposito lifting that one in. But it was behind Joffrey Carreras. In the end, turned away and behind for a corner. Changes made at the start of the second half by the visitors. Álvaro Tejero and Alejo Vélez brought on as Manolo González looked to ring the changes. Once again, it would be Leganes who would look to press forward. On this occasion, Renato Tapia trying to catch Joan Garcia out with a fizzing long-range effort that flew just wide. Caught it ever so well, did the former Celta man. Espanyol also began to find their feet going forward. On this occasion, Romero's ball in. Alejo Vélez catching it on the inside of his leg, steering it well wide of the mark. Only one goal to his name since joining on loan Álvaro Vélez, or Alejo Vélez rather. Leganes thought that they'd on a free kick. There were even calls for a red card as Joan Garcia came out. Dani Graba going to ground. It was a yellow card for the keeper. But that was initially. VAR would ask the referee, Javier Alberola Rojas, to come across and have a look at the tail of the tape on the screen. He would decide there was no contact. Simulation from Dani Graba. Joan Garcia's yellow card annulled, and instead given to Dani Graba for the dive. But the next free kick from that side of the pitch would result in Leganes going 3 goals ahead. Dani Graba's free kick fizzed into the near post, striking the legs of Joan Garcia, hitting the shin of Marash Kumbula and trundling across the goal line to make it 3-0 to the hosts. So Espanyol 3 goals behind. Look to pull themselves back into the game. Javi Puado going up and appealing for a penalty, but the ball not striking Valentin Rossier's arm. VAR would review it and quickly dismiss it. Changes made. Walid Chedira and Peramilla being brought on by the visitors. Javi Puado and Roberto off. And Cabrera pick up a yellow card for his troubles as he sent his opponent to the ground. Diomande being shovelled over there. Oscar Rodriguez would come on in place of the player who would go on to be named man of the match, Dani Graba. Good performance, another good performance, it has to be said, from the home team's number 10. And then Espanyol would pull themselves back into the game. Header at the near post from Chedira came back off the crossbar, and Leandro Cabrera would stoop to guide home his 4th goal of the season and make it 3-1.
Segundo cambio en el club deportivo. Se retira del terreno de juego con el dorsal número 17, Ivan Neyu.
So Cabrera nodding in. Espanyol back in the game. Darko Brasanac replaced Ivan Neyu. further changes as Duque and Miguel de la Fuente came on for Los Pepineros. Minria and Diego Garcia making way. Chedira thought that he had reduced the arrears to 1 goal. Finding the back of the net as he steered it beyond the keeper. VAR would check. Come back. See that the Espanyol substitute had been in an offside position there. So the goal ruled out. There is confirmation of the offside. But Espanyol weren't done yet. In the 7th minute, they would press upfield. The 7th minute they'd added on and win themselves 2 corners in quick succession. On that occasion, Carlos Romero taking aim, forcing Dimitric into a smart save. And then Edo Exposito would lift the ball into the centre. It would come down to Peramilla, who would prod in. So 3-2, Espanyol putting some respectability on the scoreline, having been 3 goals down. And it was a good finish from Peramilla, but it would prove to be too little too late for Espanyol as it finished at Butarque. Leganes 3, Espanyol 2.